Yeah, so welcome back. In our last video, we were talking about avial trees and we had some basic discussion on it, some brief idea and why it was named as avial tree. And then we also talked about something which is called as your balance factor, which is uh, something which is an add-on, and to the BST we were adding this particular balance factor and we were getting something which is called as your avial tree, right? So BST plus balance factor, that would result into avial tree. And we also said that okay, there is something which is called as your height balanced binary search tree. And then we looked into some examples where we were trying to identify the balance factor and how to calculate uh, the balance factor with the formula, which is the height of my left subtree minus height of my right subtree, and based on that we were able to find some balance factor for all these nodes. And today let's talk about some categories of this particular avial tree, which is like your left heavy balance tree and your right heavy balance tree and the balanced avial tree, right? So left heavy can be in a form of, let's say I have something like this, and then let me have something like this, something like this and this, and maybe I can add some more. So balance factor of this comes out to be 0, this comes out to be 1, this comes out to be 0, then 1, then 0, 0, 0, 1. So, and this side, looking at the leftmost side, we get an idea that this is something which is your left heavy balance tree. And other can be just, maybe we can take a replica of it, or maybe something like this, and I can have some more to this side, I can have some more to this side. And looking at this, what we see is that okay, we are able to get this particular part and we'll term it as right heavy avial tree. And then we have something called as balanced avial tree. So that can be in a form of this particular structure, where every time what I see is that the balance factor comes out to be 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Whereas in this case, what I identify is that the balance factor comes out to be 0, 0, 0 on this side, and then minus 1, minus 1, minus 1, and here 0, 0, right? So you can easily observe the differences between these three and the category, right? So just a normal classification based on which we are getting these three things. Now, similar to the operations on your binary search tree, we have some operations on this avial tree as well, and we'll go through all these operations with the help of some examples. So one is searching the node, another one is inserting the node, the next part is you're deleting the node, and in today's video we'll talk about search and insert part. Now search is almost similar, right? Search is almost similar to what we were doing in case of binary search tree. There we were taking a call on a simple linear kind of, simple binary kind of tree search operation. And here also, in case of your balanced binary tree, right, height balanced binary tree, what we are going to do is we are going to perform exactly the same way as it is performed in your binary search tree, just because we have one additional feature which is nothing but your height balancing, we are adding one additional feature, so it is only giving some additional advantage. So the search operation will be taking once again your order of log n time to complete this particular operation, and since the operation does not modify the structure of the tree, so I don't need to take care of any of these special provisions, right? So search remains the same, so I'm not going into the deep of search operation. For that you can look into the video on search operation as done in case of your binary search tree. Now let's talk about insertion, right? So in our binary search tree, let's say I have something called as 50 and then 40 and then 60. Now if suppose I have to enter a particular key value 30, so I'll go here, I'll check 30 left and left. Now let's calculate the balance factor. It becomes 0 and this becomes your height of left subtree minus right, once again 1, so once again 1, once again 0. So this is perfect, right? So, and let me add this time, let me add, let's say 20 as well, another key. So came to this side, this side, this side, and I'm adding 20 to this side. Now the values of my balance, new values for the balance factor will be this becomes 0, this becomes 1, and this becomes 2, which is not acceptable, and once again this becomes 2, this is also not acceptable in case of AVL trees. For that sake, I need to go for something called as rotations. So these rotations you will find in case of AVL tree. These rotations you will find in case of RB trees, which is your red black trees. So what all options we have? We have LL rotation, which is your left rotation. This stands for your right. LR is your left right, and undoubtedly your RL is your right left rotation. And the good thing to notice is that your LL and your RR, these are your one step rotation, whereas your LR and RL are your two-step rotation. Don't worry about what basically these things are. We are going to study these particular topics one by one in the next few minutes. Now, to start with, what we have is we have LL rotation, right? So let's take one example so that the things will be very clear. Let's say I have a smaller tree, so I have 60, let's say, and then I have another key value 40. So the balance factor at this moment comes out to be 0, 1. Perfectly fine, right? Now let me add another value, which is 20, and just because 20 left hand side, just because of this particular value 20, the problem which I am going to face is that the new balance factors are 0, 0 minus 0, 1 minus 0, 2 minus 0, 2. Now some issues with this just because of adding this particular node, and we have done this particular addition to the left and it has resulted into something called as LL imbalance. For that, I will be rotating this particular part, and it will be termed as your LL rotation. So just a single step rotation. So what I'm going to get as a resultant will be just one rotation, right? It's like freezing this just because there was an imbalance on this particular part. So what I'm getting is, just because of this rotation, I'm getting 40 somewhere here, I'm getting 20 somewhere here, and 60 somewhere here, right? So this looks perfectly fine. This results into this. Let me check 0 0 0, right? And 0 0, perfectly fine, right? So this becomes your final AVL tree after adjusting, after rotating and then finding the exact perfect balance factors which are resulting into this particular AVL tree. And as I said, there was an LL imbalance which has resulted into this LL rotation. That's why we have given this particular term. So post insertion, I have inserted this particular key value which has resulted into this kind of imbalance. So once again, as I described in my previous slide, it is one step rotation, right? Soon we'll talk about two step rotation as well. Right now this particular single step is doing my task. Now let's take another example with similar key values but a different order of insertion. So what all options I have is, I have, let's say, 20, and then I have 40. Now this is your 0, this is -1. These are the balance factors, perfectly fine. Now let me add 60. So on the right, and I'm going to add towards this. Now the new balance factors which I identify are 0, right? 0 minus 0, 0 minus 1, minus 1, then minus 2, several issues, right? So here we identify right insertion and right imbalance. So this is your RR imbalance. In order to get rid of this, I am going to perform the RR rotation. That means we'll be rotating this particular part. Now what I'm going to get is, since I'm going to rotate it, so this will look like this, this goes like this, and this goes like this. Now 0 0 0, and we are able to once again achieve an AVL tree. And as I said previously, once again this is something which is one step rotation, as simple as that. The problem was that we inserted this particular value which has resulted into new set of balance factors, and we identified that okay, this is coming out to be RR imbalance. For that we went for your RR rotation, right? So see, if you're getting confused, RR rotation here, it is like I'm going ahead with clockwise rotation, sorry, anti-clockwise rotation. In this LL rotation I was going ahead with clockwise rotation, and the next few options which we have are your LR rotations, and these are nothing but the two-step rotation. In case of LR rotation, what we are going to do is, let's take one more example with the same set of key values. Let's say I have root node as 60 and I have another key value as 40. So this looks perfectly fine as far as this is concerned. So 0 and 1. Now let's add a key value which is nothing but, let's say, 50. So 50 comes to the left and to the right of this. Now if you observe, this comes out to be 0, this comes out to be -1, this comes out to be 2. So it is like we have inserted L and it has resulted into LR imbalance. Goes to the left, to the right. Now for this I'm going to go ahead with LR rotation. That means I'll hold this, I'll go for this first, right? See, what I'll do is I'll hold this, I'll go ahead with this. So what I'm going to get is 60 remains as it is, then we have 50 just because we have moved to this, and then we have 40 just because we went for a rotation. Now next is this one. We went for left and now we are going for right. So this would result into 50 as it is, 60 goes to the right hand side, 40 remains as it is. So 0, 0, 0, perfect aviary. And as I said previously, this comes out to be a two-step rotation. So one step this, second step this. So removing the LR imbalancing and going for LR rotation. Now next one is your RL rotation. Let's see what happens with the same set of key values but with a different order. So I have, let's say 20, I have, let's say 40, so 0, then -1, perfectly fine. Now let me add a value 30. So what will happen is, greater than this comes out to be this. Now this is 0, this is, let's say this comes out to be 0, this comes out to be 1, and then this comes out to be -2. So what we see is we have one right left imbalancing, for which what I'm going to do is I'll go ahead with two-step rotation and initially going for this. So what I'm going to get is I'll get something like this: 20, 30 and 40, right? Holding this, going for this, and then for this kind of rotation I'm going to get 30 here, 20 here and 40 here. Once again 0, 0, 0, perfect aviary. So almost similar to what you had in case of LR rotation, but just mirror imaging of it kind of. And once again we see that this is something which is a two-step rotation. So in case of your LL rotation, so the new node is inserted in the left subtree of the critical node. In case of your RR rotation, the new node is inserted in the right subtree of the critical node. And in case of your RL rotation, the new node is inserted in the left subtree of the right subtree of the critical node. So with this we are finishing our rotation part, and insertion plus rotation part. In our next video we'll move to the next steps of AVL tree. Thank you.